Did you know that nearly 90% of startups fail? It's a shocking number, but the truth is, the road to success is anything but easy. However, there's a small group of entrepreneurs who make it through, defying the odds and achieving massive success. What sets them apart? It's not just about luck, money, or even the best idea. It's something much deeper. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 powerful signs that show you're on the path to success. These aren't the usual traits you hear about. These are the hidden strategies that separate those who make it from those who don't. Whether it's the hunger that drives you or your ability to take calculated risks, we'll explore the real traits that fuel entrepreneurial greatness. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll be able to spot the key signs that prove you're ready to dominate in the business world. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The relentless hunger. Your inner drive never sleeps. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about constant drive, the hunger that never goes away. Successful entrepreneurs are constantly looking for the next opportunity. They don't wait for things to fall into their lap. Instead, they actively seek out what can help them grow. It's this inner drive that keeps them moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. Take Elon Musk, for example. He's known for his unrelenting drive, constantly pursuing ventures that challenge his own limits. In his book Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, author Ashley Vance writes, Musk is driven by a desire to solve the world's biggest problems, not just to make money. His hunger for solving complex issues fuels his actions. This hunger is key. Research shows that the most successful entrepreneurs are also the most determined. According to a study by the Harvard Business Review, perseverance is more important than intelligence when it comes to achieving long-term success. It's not about being the smartest, it's about how much grit you have when things get tough. But this hunger doesn't only mean working harder. It means being relentless about learning. Bill Gates, one of the most successful entrepreneurs of all time, once said, "Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning." The hunger to learn from failures is often what sets entrepreneurs apart from the crowd. They understand that failure isn't a setback, it's an opportunity to grow. True success doesn't come from being satisfied with where you are. It comes from pushing beyond what you thought was possible. Entrepreneurs like Jeff Bezos have said time and time again that their drive stems from a desire to build something lasting. Bezos famously said, "If you don't understand the details of your business, you are going to fail." This relentless need to dig deeper keeps successful entrepreneurs ahead of the game. This drive also comes with a deep sense of urgency. Successful entrepreneurs are time-conscious. They understand that every moment counts. The famous investor Warren Buffett once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." It's about finding the right balance between urgency and patience, knowing when to push forward and when to wait. But the hunger to succeed also means sacrificing comfort. Entrepreneurship demands that you put in more work, time, and energy than you typically expect. If you're not uncomfortable at times, you might not be pushing yourself enough. This constant push to do more and be more is what sets successful entrepreneurs apart. The drive isn't just about ambition, it's about discipline. Success isn't about having a big dream, it's about staying committed to that dream, day in and day out. The late Steve Jobs once said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." That love fuels the hunger and turns it into action. Chapter 2. Mastering the art of risk. Embracing the uncomfortable. Successful entrepreneurs understand that risk is part of the game. It's the willingness to take a chance that separates dreamers from doers. But it's not about blind risk-taking. It's about calculated risks that lead to growth. Every business, no matter how small, involves stepping into the unknown. Look at Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. He's taken enormous risks throughout his career, from launching Virgin Airlines to creating Virgin Galactic. In his book Like a Virgin, Branson writes, "You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and falling over." Branson's success is built on his comfort with falling down, knowing it's part of the learning process. There's a science to it too. According to the University of California, entrepreneurs who embrace risk tend to succeed more than those who avoid it. In fact, studies have shown that risk-takers experience greater returns in the long run. Entrepreneurs who engage with uncertainty are often more likely to innovate, and it's innovation that drives growth. Risk doesn't always mean betting everything on one venture. Sometimes, it's about taking the chance to try something new in a small way. The best entrepreneurs test ideas on a small scale before they go all in. Mark Zuckerberg's initial launch of Facebook was a small, college-based project. It wasn't a massive risk at first, it was a test. And it paid off big. Risk is also about timing. Successful entrepreneurs are masters at recognizing when to take a chance. Timing is everything. In The Lean Startup, Eric Ries discusses the importance of validating ideas quickly and with minimal risk. This concept of pivoting allows entrepreneurs to adjust their course when necessary, avoiding disastrous risks while learning along the way. Taking risks also means embracing failure. It's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them. The world's most successful entrepreneurs fail often. What sets them apart is how they respond. Steve Jobs failed many times, but each failure fueled his drive to innovate. His return to Apple in the late 90s is one of the most iconic examples of turning failure into success. But risk also involves being smart with your resources. Investing in the right tools, the right team, and the right strategy can make all the difference. As Tony Robbins once said, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. Risk doesn't have to be reckless. It should be strategic, smart, and calculated. Chapter 3. Magnetic Vision. Seeing beyond the horizon. Successful entrepreneurs see the world differently. They don't just react to the market, they anticipate it. They have a vision that allows them to spot opportunities before they even appear. That's why vision is often called the foundation of entrepreneurship. Take Steve Jobs again, whose ability to foresee future trends revolutionized entire industries. He didn't just want to make phones, he wanted to make technology that would change lives. Jobs' vision was so clear that it guided the entire development of Apple, from the first iPod to the iPhone. As he famously said, innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. In a survey by Inc. magazine, 82% of successful entrepreneurs said that having a clear vision was the #1 reason for their success. When you know where you're headed, every decision becomes easier. Your goals, strategies, and actions align with your vision, creating momentum toward success. The best entrepreneurs also know how to adapt their vision. Vision isn't static, it needs to evolve with the times. Jeff Bezos, for example, didn't start Amazon as the global empire it is today. His original vision was simple: to create the world's largest online bookstore. But he pivoted, adapting his vision to become the everything store we know today. Vision isn't just about thinking big, it's about thinking strategically. It's about having a roadmap that not only guides you but also gives your team something to rally behind. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, has always been clear on his vision: to invest in businesses that will grow over the long term. This clear vision has helped him make decisions that others might overlook. When entrepreneurs have this magnetic vision, they draw others in. They inspire. They lead. People believe in them because they believe in their vision. Elon Musk's goal of sending humans to Mars is a perfect example of how bold vision attracts attention, investment, and talent. His vision has created a movement, not just a company. Vision also means looking beyond immediate profits. When you have a long-term view, you're willing to make sacrifices for the future. As Jeff Bezos once said, if you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. Entrepreneurs with a magnetic vision are always focused on long-term success, not short-term wins. A great vision involves problem-solving. Entrepreneurs with a magnetic vision often start by asking, what problem can I solve? Solving real problems creates real value, and that's what leads to long-lasting success. People don't just buy products, they buy solutions to their problems. If you're finding this valuable, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss more powerful insights like this. Chapter 4. The Grit Factor. Turning setbacks into springboard in entrepreneurship. Failure is not the end, it's part of the journey. Grit, the ability to push through tough times, is one of the most important traits of successful entrepreneurs. It's what helps them turn setbacks into opportunities for growth. Without grit, many great businesses wouldn't exist. Look at Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks. Before creating the global coffee empire, Schultz was told no by investors many times. In his book Onward, Schultz writes, "I learned that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success." Schultz's persistence, even in the face of rejection, was key to his success. Research backs this up. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that grit is one of the strongest predictors of success. In fact, grit was more important than talent in determining achievement. Entrepreneurs who stay determined when the going gets tough are the ones who ultimately succeed. It's about showing up every day, even when the odds are stacked against you. Grit isn't just about keeping your head down and working harder. It's about being resilient, adapting, and learning from mistakes. Oprah Winfrey faced years of rejection before she became the media mogul she is today. She once said, "Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness." Every entrepreneur will face failures. What matters is how you bounce back. Elon Musk is a prime example. Before founding Tesla, Musk faced numerous challenges, including the company nearly going bankrupt. Musk's ability to push through those hard times led to his company's eventual breakthroughs. As he once said, "Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up." Grit also requires a mindset shift. Successful entrepreneurs don't view setbacks as obstacles, they see them as opportunities to learn and improve. In Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, psychologist Carol Dweck writes about the power of a growth mindset. People with this mindset view challenges as a chance to develop their skills, not as something to avoid. Building grit isn't easy, but it can be developed over time. It's a combination of passion and perseverance. Entrepreneurs who have this grit are often those who care deeply about their work. They have a why that drives them. That passion helps them push through even when things go wrong. The best entrepreneurs take responsibility for their failures. They know that mistakes are a natural part of the entrepreneurial process. Mark Zuckerberg, for example, famously said, "The biggest risk is not taking any risk." By embracing mistakes, they turn setbacks into stepping stones for future success. Chapter 5. The Networking Power Play. Building the Empire of Allies. Entrepreneurship isn't a solo journey. It's about building the right relationships. Networking is often overlooked, but it's a critical part of success. Entrepreneurs who excel at networking know that it's not just about collecting contacts. It's about building relationships that will help you grow, learn, and collaborate. Take Richard Branson again. His success with Virgin Group was not just due to his risk-taking ability, but also his network of connections. Branson once said, "You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and falling over." But he didn't do it alone. He surrounded himself with a network of like-minded people who believed in his vision. A powerful network can open doors, but it also provides support when things get tough. In The Lean Startup, Eric Ries emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with a network of advisors, mentors, and other entrepreneurs. This network helps guide you when you face challenges and provides a sounding board for your ideas. In fact, a study by Harvard Business School found that 70% of entrepreneurs credit their success to their network. This goes beyond just making deals, it's about forming deep, meaningful relationships that provide value to both parties. Networking allows entrepreneurs to tap into new resources, knowledge, and opportunities they wouldn't have otherwise had. The best entrepreneurs know that building their network starts with giving, not just taking. It's about creating value for others. As entrepreneur Keith Ferrazzi writes in Never Eat Alone, the currency of real networking is not greed but generosity. Successful networking isn't about collecting business cards, it's about being of service to others. The beauty of networking is that it doesn't have to happen in big, formal settings. Many successful entrepreneurs build their networks through informal conversations, partnerships, and collaborations. Mark Cuban, for example, often talks about how important relationships are to his business success. "It's not about the money. It's about the people," he once said. Networking also allows entrepreneurs to gain different perspectives. When you build a diverse network, you open yourself up to new ideas, strategies, and feedback. This diversity is crucial for innovation. As Steve Jobs once said, "Creativity is just connecting things. Your network helps you make those connections." Another important aspect of networking is maintaining relationships over time. Many entrepreneurs make the mistake of only reaching out when they need something. The key to lasting success is to stay in touch with people and offer help when needed, even if there's nothing in it for you in the short term. Chapter 6. Relentless execution. Turning ideas into reality. Having a great idea is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you take action. Execution is where most entrepreneurs stumble, but it's the one thing that separates successful ventures from failed ones. It's not about having a brilliant idea, it's about bringing that idea to life, day in and day out. Take Jeff Bezos' journey with Amazon. Bezos didn't just have an idea for an online bookstore, he built an entire system to make it happen. He took small, calculated steps to turn Amazon from a garage-based startup into the e-commerce giant we know today. In his own words, if you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. In the 10x rule, Grant Cardone discusses the importance of taking massive action to achieve massive success. Cardone emphasizes that successful entrepreneurs don't just act, they overact. They put in more effort than anyone else, because they understand that consistent execution is the key to scaling any business. But execution also means staying focused. Entrepreneurs who succeed are those who don't get distracted by every shiny new object. They understand the power of focus and know that success requires commitment to the task at hand. As Bill Gates once said, we always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. The key is consistency and long-term execution. Effective execution also requires discipline. A great idea without a solid plan is just a dream. Entrepreneurs must break down their goals into actionable steps and then stick to them. The most successful entrepreneurs have daily habits that push them closer to their objectives. As Tony Robbins explains, the way we live our days is the way we live our lives. One important part of execution is time management. Successful entrepreneurs know how to use their time effectively. Time is the most valuable resource they have, and they guard it fiercely. Richard Branson says, "I've learned to delegate, and I've learned to trust others." Great execution means being adaptable. The world changes quickly, and the best entrepreneurs know that they must pivot when necessary. They don't hold on to a failing idea. If something isn't working, they change course. This ability to adjust is key to staying ahead of the competition. At the end of the day, execution is about building momentum. Every small action you take moves you closer to your goal. It might not always feel like it, but over time, those small steps add up. As the famous quote goes, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more practical insights like these. These chapters outline the key traits and strategies for entrepreneurial success. From inner drive and vision to networking and execution, these are the real strategies that help businesses not just survive, but thrive.